What is there not to love about Ogbono soup? This is one of my favorite soups ever. The distinct taste and how easy it is to make makes it a win all the time. To begin, I'm going to roast this bushmeat. We call it anunchi where I'm from. It is also known as grass cutter. I'm roasting it to get rid of any hair that may still be on the skin. Once that is done, I'm going to wash with an abrasive sponge and then cut into smaller sizes. Today's special hug is for Chioma watching from Aqua City in Nigeria. Thank you for always watching and liking my videos. Please let me know where you're watching from so I can send you a hug in my next video. In a clean pot, go in with some goat's meat already washed. Next, I'm going to add the cleaned bush meat that I washed and cut. Add that into the pot and then add, in fact, all the proteins you're cooking with, add everything now. Next thing is some Pomo, some snails. I normally don't cook ogbono with snails. I cook it with okra and every other soup, but with snails, so I tried it and it was so good. Next, add your stockfish, your ground pepper and onion, some seasoning to taste. Stir everything well together. Cover and let this simmer for about 15 minutes before we add water. While that is steaming, I'm going to ground some crayfish, pepper, onion, and dawadawa. I roasted this dawadawa to help release all of its natural flavors. So blend this and set aside. Next, I'm also going to clean and blend the ogbono. So if your ogbono is very dirty, this is what you should do. Get a clean paper towel, make sure it is dry, and then rub the ogbono on it. That way you get rid of all the dust from the ogbono. I like to do this instead of washing it, okay? You may want to do this during your free time or have the kids do it. Now ground that with a dry mill, go in with some palm oil, mix this well to combine and then microwave it for about 2 minutes to dissolve all the ogbono. Another way to do this if you don't have a microwave is to place it on top of your cooking pot. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Back to the meat, it's been 15 minutes. I'm going to stir on this real quick and then go in with some water, adjust with a bit of salt and cook for another 10 minutes just until the snail is almost cooked. Even the bush meat does not take time to cook. Remember, it's been smoked already. So cover and cook for another 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, remove the snail and bush meat and then continue to cook the goat meat until it is about 80% cooked. Place the bowl of ogbono on top of the pot like this, or open up the pot and then place the bowl inside. Make sure your bowl is heat resistant, okay? So cover halfway through if you're placing it in it so it can dissolve. Meanwhile, I'm going to prep the ugu. I love to use ugu for my ogbono soup. You can use uziza or any other vegetable of your choice. Ugu is just a no-brainer for me when it comes to ogbono, okay? My personal preference. So it's been washed. I'm going to slice it thinly and set aside. 20 minutes later, our ogbono is now dissolved. Look at that, beautiful. So take this off and then we are going to check on the meat. At this point, the meat is about 80% cooked. What I'm going to do now is go in with enough water to cook the soup. So add water depending on the amount of soup you're making, okay? Next, go in with the ground crayfish, pepper and dawadawa. Next thing is going to be my fish. Use any fish of your choice. Here I have some smoked Panla fish. I'm also going to add a bit of dried catfish. Now I'm going to reintroduce the snail and bushmeat that I set aside. You don't have to use all of this protein. You can make this ogbono soup with just the Panla fish and it will be very delicious. But you know, it's Christmas, so let's boil ourselves a little bit. I adjusted with a bit of salt, stir that in, taste to be sure everything is right. Then you can let this boil for another 10 minutes. Still watching? Then this is a good time to please click the like button and subscribe if you haven't. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for clicking to watch. Please don't forget to subscribe before you go if you love what you see. And to my returning subscribers, I love you all so much. Thank you for always coming back to watch. 10 minutes later, look at that. I opened up the pot, you guys, and the aroma was nose blinding. It filled everywhere. At this time, I'm going to add our dissolved ogbono into the pot and then let this cook for about 10 minutes before I stir. With ogbono soup, you want to cook for a minimum of 15 minutes to activate its deliciousness. 10 minutes later, I'm going to stir the soup very well. See how beautiful it is looking. The consistency is right. I don't like thick soup, so you can make your ogbono thicker if you prefer. If you leave me, I'll go lighter, but this is right. Okay, so now I'm going to add our vegetable. Add your vegetable of choice at this point. So I'm going to add our sliced ugu now. Give everything a good mix and let it simmer for another 3 minutes. If you want to add okra to your ogbono, add it after the 10-minute mark and then let it simmer for 2 minutes before you go in with the vegetable. Adding okra, is very delicious. And number 2, it can help, with the slime, just in case your ogbono seed is not the one that draws very well. Adding okra will help. Once the vegetable is in, stir to combine, give it 2 minutes, and then our ogbono soup is ready. Of course, you can enjoy this with any swallow of your choice, with fufu, pounded yam, gari, oat fufu. My preference, my best pair with ogbono is actually gari. I love it. But today I'm going to have it with eggplant fufu. Get your eggplant, any eggplant that is available, even the one we call garden egg. Yes, you can use it. Peel it or not, and then cut into smaller chunks. Transfer into your blender, add a bit of water and blend until it is smooth. So because I had a lot, I blended for a while and then went in with the remaining ones and blended everything together. Pass this through a chiffon cloth to get rid of the liquid in it. You will be shocked at the amount of liquid that came out from those 2 eggplants. And I didn't even blend with a lot of liquid, but yes, this was all the liquid that came out of it. Hold up, do not throw it out yet, we'll need it later. So at this point, this is the chaff. That's what we need for the fufu. So I'm going to transfer this now into a pot. Get a pot, transfer that, and then you're going to start stirring. At some point I felt it was a bit too dry, so I went in with some of the liquid from the eggplant, just a little bit, see how much I added, and then continue to stir. You need a binder for this. You can use Quaker oats. You want to blend that and use it as a binder, or psyllium husk. You can get psyllium husk from Amazon. Okay, you want to use about a teaspoon, not too much. Go in with that and stir everything until it begins to come together. Now look at that, looking amazing and just like real fufu or amala, and it is very light. So if you're looking to cut down on your weight, this is a great fufu alternative. At this time, I'm going to go in with some of that eggplant juice. Cover this and let it steam cook for about 3 minutes on medium-low heat. 3 minutes later, I'm going to bring everything together and our fufu is ready. Still haven't subscribed? Why now? Please click the subscribe button. It is totally free. They don't charge you for it. Hit the bell so you'll be among the first to know anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget to click the like button too. Thank you. Fufu is ready. Look at that. Very moldable and supple. I love it. Serve this up in a plate if you're eating immediately, or wrap it up so it doesn't dry out. So now all that is left is to serve and enjoy. I'm going to pour my soup over my fufu like this. If you don't like this, please just, serve it separately. I enjoy it this way, and I'm going to enjoy my food. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe if you haven't. Please subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. To my returning subscribers, I love you all so, so much. Thank you for always watching. See you guys in my next one. Bye.